Hello everyone. Welcome to IPMAT by LPT, a channel dedicated to the preparation of integrated BBA and MBA courses. My name is Neela Malkani and I'm here for vocabulary booster session. We started the session series yesterday in which we discussed around 10 words related to personality types with interesting movie characters. The characters that we have adored, the characters we have enjoyed watching in different movies. So with those characters, we learned a few words. And with those few words, we also learned roots. And with those roots, we build up our vocabulary further. So the session is based on Norman Lewis, Word Power Made Easy, age-old book, which has been proven very, very effective for vocabulary building. So for this as well, we are going to base our session on NL chapters, different chapters of NL, but the method is going to be different. We are going to discuss various characters from movie, various personalities, influential people who have kind of left a remarkable impact on our lives, and different developments. So with those developments, characters, possibly remembering the meaning, retaining the understanding would be easier. So that's the purpose of this session. We learned 10 words yesterday and we are going to revise those words today because, as I told you, every session I'm going to start with a revision of previous session so that those words meaning are reinforced, you are able to remember them, apply them in the sentences and as well as in questions. Then we will move on to next set of words. Okay. So with ego root, if you all remember, we did 3-4 words. We did egoist, a person who is self-centered. We did egocentric, a person again who thinks only and only about his benefit. We did egotist, a person who talks too much about himself in a very boastful, in a very self-important way. And then we also did egomaniacal, a person who is um, centered on only and only on his own benefit, who has narcissistic attitude, narcissistic tendency, self-loving tendency, जो अपने अलावा किसी और के बारे में नहीं सोचता है. ठीक है? Then we did alter, a root word which is based on other. We did one word, altruistic, with Bajrangi Bhaijaan, a person who thinks about others. We did altercation, a kind of tiff because you have other opinion. Okay? Alternate, alternative, right? Both the words having root other, meaning alternate means other plan, alternative means other plan, and alternate is every other day, right? And then we also did alter ego, other part of your personality, other person who is quite similar to you is also your alter ego. So with alter, we did these words. Then we did MIS root, that was related to hate. Misanthrope, a person who hates other human being. Misogynist, a person who hates women, who doesn't have respect and admiration for women. And we also did mesogamist, a person who hates marriage. Gamy comes for marriage. So mesogamist is a person who hates marriage, and monogamy is one marriage, polygamy is multi-marriage, right? So with gamy, we learned these words. Ascetic, we learned with the personality of Swami Vivekanand. Ascetic is a person who is hermetic, a person who lives a reclusive life, away from all physical and materialistic pleasure, who indulges in higher pursuit of life. So ascetic, साधु सन्यासी, सेज की तरह जो बाकी सब चीज़ों से अलग रहता है. ठीक है? So we did all these words. I hope I have covered all the words. Let's quickly revise these words with a short exercise. Okay? चलिए. So the first question is, Ria always puts others' need before her own and volunteers regularly at the shelter. She is an example of dash. I hope all of you understand which word should be fitting here, because here we are talking about a person who thinks about others. All right, and a person who thinks about others is nothing but altruist, right? So here answer is B, altruist. All right, next. After becoming a monk, he gave up all material possessions and lived as in. So a person who gives up all his materialistic possession, अपनी दुनियादारी की चीज़ों को छोड़ देता है, and who thinks about living high pursuit of life is ascetic. Answer is A here. Question number 3. Varun avoids parties and people, claiming that he dislikes human company altogether. He may be called a dash. As we discussed the meaning of misanthrope, I told you that somebody who hates humankind, maybe in a violent way, who causes harm to others, could also be misanthrope. But a person who shuns others' company, who doesn't want to mingle with people, who wants to enjoy his own company, that's also kind of misanthropic tendencies. So here answer will be D. For question number 3, answer is going to be D. Fourth, despite being intelligent, Neeraj can't stop bragging about himself. He's such an dash. A person who boastfully talks about what he possesses, what he has, where he has gone, and everything that he has done in his life. जब आप बहुत ही सेल्फ इम्पॉर्टेंट वे में कंसीटेड तरीके से अपने बारे में बात करते हैं, दैट मेक्स यू एन ईगोटिस्ट, राइट? सो आंसर हियर इज बी. Question number 5. Meera is friendly in some setting but prefers quiet time alone in others. She seems to be a dash. So here the word, I'm sure हम लोगों ने ये डिस्कस किया था with one of the characters Ranbir Kapoor play in movie Tamasha. MB word. So MB is for two and ambivalent हमने किया था, two emotion, two mixed emotion having the same time. Ambiguous, not having clarity because you think that both the parts can be correct. Ambidextrous, somebody who can use both his hands carefully. और यहाँ पे वो कुछ setting में quiet हो जाती है, कुछ setting में वो friendly हो जाती है, right? So here it's showing two tendencies of introvert and extrovert, and that's why answer is ambivert. Question number 6. Ravi thinks marriage is a pointless tradition and avoids any discussion about wedding. He might be a dash. Now, a person who doesn't think that marriage institution has any worth, I hope you remember the meaning. We did it with the character of Bunny. Alright, so he might be a mesogamist, a person who hates marriage. Question number 7. The sentence is somebody who acts entirely out of self-interest without regard for others can be labeled as somebody who is centered on his own benefit, who thinks, lives, breathes only and only thinking about his own benefit, right? So the person is egoist. All right, last question. Dash doesn't believe women deserve equal respect or rights and show prejudice against them. Okay, so we did this, the famous character of Kabir, played by Shahid Kapoor in movie Kabir Singh, in which we discuss how he treated women, right? So a person who treats women beneath him, that is misogynist, okay? So here the word is misogynist, which could be fitting in this sentence, all right? Okay, so let's move on to today's words now. All right. So let's discuss today's words. We are going to have a discussion on different personality types. In chapter 2 of NL, these words are given as different kind of liars. The people who lie occasionally, people who lie very skillfully, people who lie as if there is no reformation, they cannot be reformed because they have a habit of lying so deep rooted in their psyche, right? So different kinds of liars. But interestingly, these words are not confined to the act of lying only. These words could be used in different contexts as well. Okay, so we will discuss these words in the context of lying as well as in the context of other meaning, the actual meaning of these words, right? In order to make the chapter more effective, Norman Lewis thought of compiling these words as an act of lying, but these words are different in other used in different contexts as well. So we will focus on their original meaning and then we will discuss how they can be used for lying as well. Okay, चलिए start करते हैं. All right, so the first word is consummate. Okay, you can see the picture of Amitabh Bachchan. Who else can be called a consummate actor in India? A person who has touched the acme of perfection. There isn't any role that he cannot play. There isn't any part that he has not pulled off so skillfully. Okay, so a person who is perfect, impeccable, cannot be corrected. A person who is kind of touched the perfection in his craft, in his art, or whichever profession he follows. That is what is consummate. Okay. So here Amitabh Bachchan, a consummate actor. So remember this word to define anyone who is perfect in your eyes in doing anything. It could be cooking, it could be um, argumentation, it could be writing, it could be gardening, it could be anything. A person who is into research can also be a consummate researcher, or a person who is a musician can also be a consummate musician, right? So we have this person, um, A.R. Rahman, who can be called a consummate musician, right? So the virtue he has for music, the virtuoso musician can be called a consummate musician. Okay. So the definition is showing great skill, perfect. She was a consummate performer, right? So we have a lot of actors, we have a lot of performers who can be called consummate. Okay. So again, as I have been emphasizing that don't let these words be confined to the book only, or in your notebook, or in your mocks only, because these words, unless you actively incorporate these words in your vocabulary, in your active speaking, in your active writing, you won't be able to remember the meaning of these words, right? On and off, you will be able to recall when it comes in an exam, but they will not be incorporated in your active vocabulary. To make these words your own words, try to make use of these words. Okay? So anyone you see having a great dance skill, or maybe dancing skills, or maybe somebody who cooks very well can be consummate. Okay, so try to use this word as often as you can in your daily conversation or wherever you feel it's fitting. Okay, so consummate actor Amitabh Bachchan. Now consummate liar will also be a person जिसके झूठ को आप पकड़ नहीं सकते. उसने झूठ इतना skillfully बोलना सीख लिया है, you cannot perceive whether the person is speaking fact or speaking fantasy. Okay, so you cannot distinguish. उसने अपनी बॉडी लैंग्वेज को मास्टर कर लिया है, उसने अपने फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन को मास्टर कर लिया है, और जब वो झूठ बोलता है तो पॉसिबली लाइट डिटेक्टर भी उसके झूठ को नहीं पकड़ पाएगा. ठीक है. So this is the mastery, this is the level of mastery somebody has gained in speaking lie, and then only you can call that person a consummate liar. ठीक है. So perfect is the meaning, consummate, perfect is the meaning of word consummate, but it can be used in different contexts. I would advise you use it in a positive context only for a person who is perfect in lying. Okay, otherwise this word is used for a person, anyone who is perfect. Okay, chaliye, with Amitabh Bachchan, I guess this word will kind of imprinted in your mind. All right, another character that we kind of liked recently in Indian cinema, especially um, from South Indian movies. Okay, just a second. All right. So I hope the picture is clear to all of you. You can see this is Pushpa having his iconic pose, inimitable style, showing that he cannot be corrected. Okay, or whatever he does it with so much conviction that he doesn't feel he should be reformed or he should be rectified. Inveterate. I hope you can see the word. Inveterate is the word here. And the root word here is vet. Okay. So vet is actually the root word which comes here to define somebody who is so experienced, so hardened, so impervious to correction that he cannot be corrected. वो किसी भी काम को करने के लिए इतना परिपूर्ण हो चुका है, इतना परफेक्ट हो चुका है. नॉट परफेक्ट शुड नॉट बी द राइट वर्ड हियर, बट वो इतना एक्सपीरियंसड है और इतने समय से वो चीज़ कर रहा है कि आप उसकी हैबिट को चेंज नहीं कर सकते. ही कैन नॉट बी रिफॉर्म, ही कैन नॉट बी रेक्टिफाइड, राइट? सो दैट इज वॉट inveterate. Inveterate criminals, inveterate liar, inveterate gambler, right? Inveterate could be anything. Usually the word has negative connotation because आप इतनी deep rooted habit है और इतनी ज़्यादा आपकी psyche के अंदर वो है कि आप उसको change नहीं कर सकते. Even if you try, you cannot change it. ठीक है? So inveterate. So here we had the character in movie Pushpa, somebody who was penalized, somebody who was who had to face music because of this whole thing, but nonetheless he kept doing what he was doing because he was an inveterate man, he was an inveterate smuggler, right? So inveterate is anyone who cannot be corrected because वो चीज़ बहुत समय से कर रहे हैं. So here if you call somebody inveterate liar, the person has been lying for so many years, for such a long time, that it has become his second nature, right? And he possibly is inseparable from that attribute of his personality. And he will keep on lying, even if he faces harsh criticism, even if he faces penalty for that or criticism for that, he'll keep on lying. Okay? So inveterate. Now here the root word, as we have been discussing roots, so यहाँ पे जो root है, that is wet. Okay? So wet से ही एक word और होता है veteran. When you call somebody veteran, somebody who is very, very experienced, right? Veteran actress, veteran cricketer, veteran soldiers, right? So vet is basically for experience and inveterate इसी वजह से उसमें experience के लिए आ रहा है. तो inveterate, somebody who has been doing something for a long time, he has got experience and that's why he has been doing it for a long time. Okay? So inveterate में ही एक और word है veteran, root word vet. Vet is for experience. So veteran is anyone who is experienced. ठीक है? चलिए. So consummate is for perfect. Inveterate is somebody who cannot be rectified. All right? Fine. I hope you can identify these two characters, Bunty and Bubbly. There was another movie which was kind of remade on this. Yeah. So Bunty and Bubbly, con men and con women, right? Who swindled people, who cheated people, who siphoned off their money with their trickery, their deception, right? So they were swindlers basically, right? So that's what the movie was revolving around, Bunty and Bubbly. And after this movie, possibly Bunty and Bubbly, whenever you call they are Bunty and Bubbly, so this word is used in a pejorative way to call anyone who cons people, who cheats with people, especially in money matters, okay? So Bunty and Bubbly movie was based on these two incorrigible con people, right? So incorrigible in a way is synonym with inveterate. जैसे inveterate में experience है, vet is for experience, right? So यहाँ पे जो meaning है that is also कि किसी चीज़ को आप कर रहे हैं और आप उस चीज़ को रेक्टिफाई नहीं कर सकते. उनको जेल भेज दीजिए, उसके बाद वो फिर से करेंगे. उनको क्रिटिसाइज़ कर दीजिए, उसके बाद भी वो करेंगे. पॉसिबली उनको ऑस्ट्रासाइज किया जाएगा, आउटकास्ट किया जाएगा सोसाइटी से, लेकिन उसके बाद भी वो चीज़ करेंगे. ठीक है? सो इट इज़ सो इनग्रेन्ड in their psyche, in their personality, that they cannot be corrected for this habit. Incorrigible, right? Same is incurable. जब आप किसी चीज़ को बोलते हैं incurable habit of seeing things in a positive light, incurable habit of seeing things in a downside, right? तो अगर आप pessimist हैं तो आपकी वो होती है कि आप हमेशा क्या देखेंगे, चीज़ों का टाइम डाउन साइड देखेंगे. ऑप्टिमिस्ट होंगे तो जस्ट ऑपोजिट देखेंगे. इनक्यूरेबल इज ऑल्सो सिनोनिम विद इनकॉरिजिबल. ठीक है? सो इफ आई से दैट शी इज इनकॉरिजिबली ऑप्टिमिस्टिक, सो यहाँ पे ये वर्ड पॉजिटिवली यूज हो रहा है. दैट मीन्स वो इतनी चेयरफुल है, इतनी होपफुल है, इतनी पॉजिटिव है कि कुछ भी हो जाए वो हर सिचुएशन में शी विल सी द लाइट एट द एंड ऑफ द टनल. Okay, so incorrigibly optimistic. But when I say she's an incorrigible disapprover, right? So कोई भी चीज़ हो वो हमेशा किसी न किसी चीज़ को डिसअप्रूव करेगी. आप हमेशा उस चीज़ को डाउन साइड बताएगी या हमेशा उस चीज़ का डाउन साइड बताएगी. So that way, right? So incorrigible will define words whether they are used in a negative or positive way, but incorrigible means जिसको सुधारा नहीं जा सकता. ठीक है? वो इतने टाइम से कर रहे हैं, इतने लगातार कर रहे हैं कि उस चीज़ की उनकी आदत पड़ चुकी है. they cannot be corrected. Okay, so here with Bunty and Bubbly, I hope you are able to recall what this whole movie was about and how incorrigible suits here. Okay, so you the sentence is she thought the children were incorrigible brats. ठीक है? तो उसको ऐसा लगा कि उन children को सुधारना मुश्किल है. They were brats, incorrigible brats. That clearly means the children had no scope of being reformed. They could not be rectified, right? So their habits could not be changed. So she thought the children were incorrigible brats. ठीक है? So perfection के लिए हमारे पास consummate था with Amitabh Bachchan, a consummate actor, and a person who keeps on lying with perfection is also consummate liar. Inveterate, we had another word with movie Pushpa. Inveterate, कुछ भी हो जाए, झुकेगा नहीं. So that clearly means he's somebody who even faces the dire circumstances, dire consequences of his action, but nonetheless he will keep on doing what he does. ठीक है? So that is what is inveterate. Vet is the root word here. Veteran also comes for experience. Somebody who is experienced, seasoned, journeyman is also veteran. Third, incorrigible with Bunty and Bubbly. Bunty and Bubbly, con man. So a person keeps on cheating people who, with his trickery, deception, and all the ways and means tries to deceive people of their money. Next. I hope you are able to identify the character, Rancho, the lovable character. Such a charming character of Indian cinema, okay, created by Raju Hirani. The Three Idiots, in this movie, we were shown a little boy who had so much curiosity, so much eagerness to learn, to see things, how they are unfolded, and to understand how things are happening in the world. That in his childhood, he started doing the homework of his master's son, who was not very bright, who was not very good at studies. He started doing his homework. He is exceptionally talented, and he had this natural curiosity to know what's happening in life. So, a person who is born with this kind of trait, any trait you are born with, something which you are innate, which you have an innate desire to have or be. So that is what is congenital. The word is congenital. Okay? So he was born with congenital curiosity, an innate desire to know things, inborn trait or attribute to discover things, to invent things. So that is what is, this word defines Rancho's character. So I picked up this picture and this character to show how curious he was, and that was not something that he learned through his upbringing or through his environment or through his teachers. So not through his nurturing he learned or acquired this trait, but through his nature only. He was a curious man, right? He was a curious boy, eventually turned into a curious man. Okay, so congenital is basically something we are born with, right? So यहाँ मैंने इसको context में use किया, something which you are born with, right? Second, usually जो word use होता है, that is used in the context of disease, right? The child was born with congenital heart hole, right? So here the word is used to define a disease which a boy is born with, right? So here congenital illness, congenital blindness, ठीक है? तो बचपन से ही, it's not something that developed after his birth, but from since his childhood he had this illness or ailment. ठीक है? So congenital. तो again, as I said कि NL में ये सारे words lying के लिए associate हुए हैं. तो हम कई बार ऐसा बोलते हैं थोड़ा exaggeration के लिए, थोड़ा fabrication के लिए, कि वो तो बचपन से ही झूठ बोल रहा है, वो तो बचपन से ही लोगों को धोखा दे रहा है. ठीक है? So जब हम ये थोड़ा सा exaggerated way of expressing something or someone use करते हैं, so we say he is congenital liar. He is a congenital liar, right? बचपन से ही झूठ बोल रहा है. Alright? So as I said, ये words भले line के लिए use हुए हैं book के chapter में, लेकिन ये words का context अलग तरीके से भी use होता है. Their meaning is varied. Okay? So congenital, something which you are born with. ठीक है? So the root word here is gene basically. ठीक है? So the root word is gene. All right. Okay, fine. So the root word here is gene. Gene is related to genetics. ठीक है? उसी से ये word है congenital. So genealogy is the study of a family, right? who were their ancestors, who were their forefathers, which generation took place later on, and who were their forebears, and later on who were their offspring. तो ये जो पूरा डॉक्यूमेंट है, ये जो बताता है कि कौन पहले आया, उसके बाद कौन सी पीढ़ी थी, उसके बाद कौन सी, द जीनियोलॉजी ऑफ कपूर सायन और कपूर फैमिली, सॉरी, so genealogy of Kapoor family, right? So genealogy comes from gene. So gene is basically origin. ठीक है? So originally he is curious, right? Genealogy कहाँ से आया? जैसे हम बोलते हैं genesis of something. ठीक है? So Gangotri is the genesis of river Ganga and river Yamuna. ठीक है? तो genesis वहाँ की उन दोनों की उत्पत्ति वहाँ से हुई, उन दोनों का उद्भव वहाँ से हुआ है. ठीक है? Similarly, we want to believe that the genesis of terrorism is Pakistan. ठीक है? So वहाँ से ही ट्रांसपोर्ट हो रहा है टेररिज्म, स्पेशली इन दिस कॉन्टिनेंट, स्पेशली इन इंडिया. ठीक है? सो जेनेसिस इज द अगेन बर्थ ऑफ समथिंग, ओरिजिन ऑफ समथिंग, जहाँ से किसी चीज़ की उत्पत्ति हो रही है, जहाँ से किसी चीज़ इज गिवन अ राइज टू समथिंग. ठीक है? तो जीन से genealogy, genetics, I hope you understand, all of you understand what genealogy, genetics is, and here the word is congenital. Okay? All right, I hope all of you remember these 5 words. One, consummate, with Amitabh Bachchan character, a consummate is perfect, right? Second, Pushpa, inveterate, somebody who cannot be reformed. इतने टाइम से कोई कुछ कर रहा है, उसको आप सुधार नहीं जा सकते. Incorrigible, somebody who cannot be reformed, again, because he has been doing something for a long time. Kind of synonym, inveterate, incorrigible. And next we have congenital. And with this root, we also understood different words, okay? चलिए नेक्स्ट करते हैं. All right, so before this Pahalgam attack, there was something which actually caught everyone's attention in India as well as in the world. That was Mumbai attack, Taj attack, 26/11. Okay, and he is the key perpetrator of Mumbai attack, 26/11. All right, the name is Kasab. So the movie shows, sorry, this picture shows that he doesn't have any compunction on his face. He doesn't have any tinge of guilt on his face. He's so convinced that whatever he did to gratify his masters or to gratify whatever he believes in, right? So when you are an unconscionable liar or unconscionable criminal, that means you do not differentiate between what is wrong and what is right. You don't have a twinge of guilt about what you have done, what harm you have caused to other people, what damage you have done to other people. Rather, you do it with so much conviction that you feel that it is the most righteous thing to do. All right? So that is unconscionable. You don't have conscience, right? आपका विवेक, आपकी बुद्धि, आपके अंदर वो आवाज़ जो आपको ये बताती है कि ये सही है कि गलत है, इसको नहीं करना चाहिए, वो जब नहीं होता है, that defines, that actually situation is defined by the word unconscionable, right? So here, a liar without a conscience, someone who lies shamelessly, manipulatively and cruelly, even when the lie causes real harm. They feel no guilt or moral conflict. So as I said, this can be used for lying, but this can also be used for other contexts. Any criminal or any person who does something without having any regret, anything wrong, without any regret, any remorse, any compunction, an iota of doubt they don't have about their action, that is unconscionable, because you don't have knowledge whether what you are going to inflict on other people, what pain, what suffering, what agony you are going to inflict on other people. So without this knowledge, when you do something, unconscionable is the word to define that. Extremely negative word for a person who doesn't have any remorse for his wrong deeds. Okay, so I hope Kasab perfectly defines this word, and I just hope that with this picture it would be clear to you. Whenever this word comes, possibly you will be able to remember it was there to define this heinous act of attacking India 26/11. Okay, so we have done 5 words so far, and from this chapter only there are 10 words. I hope it's clear that 5 words are clear to you. We will do the revision in the next session, and then we will do next 5 words with the same root technique. Okay, till then keep watching this channel for further videos and more videos for your preparation, not only vocabulary but grammar, RC, CR, all the parts which are part and parcel of your exam will be covered here widely, adequately, with authentic material and with very engaging content. Okay, so keep watching this channel for this series Vocab Booster as well as for other videos. Thank you.